Hello, hello, hello. My name is Robin Da Vinci. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my videos. Please like and subscribe if you like what I'm saying. I'm kind of the truth teller of money issues, and I'm the person that says how to rather than, oh, you should do this, but you don't know how. I show you how. And today's topic is basically how to stop living from paycheck to paycheck. I've done this information before, but I'm really looking at it more specifically now. And I understand that what we really need to do is reduce expense and pay off debt. Those are two of the most important things. And I'm not really going to address people who legitimately live paycheck to paycheck and who do not have any extras in their life at all. No ski trips, no trips to the bar with friends, no fake nails, no pedicures, no eyebrow waxings, no fake eyelashes, no gambling online, no video games expense, not going out and buying stuff. The people that I'm really talking to are not the paycheck to paycheck legit like my mom was. I'm talking about the people who say they don't have enough money for their bills because they're living paycheck to paycheck, but they haven't looked at their real expenses. Come on, let's look at this. Are you putting stuff on a credit card? What you would do if you had discretionary funds? And I'm going to explain that again, because discretionary funds is something that a lot of people do not have, but they're behaving like they do. Discretionary funds is that money that you can use for fun things. And this money has no impact on any of your bills, any of the debt you owe, and any of the necessities that you need to do every day to get through, like food and utilities and gasoline and auto payments. Discretionary funds are really fun money, and it's fun money that is left over after everything is taken care of. Fun money is not when you take your credit card and go, get $150 massage because you feel like it. If you really are living paycheck to paycheck, none of those things apply. You can't do any of those things. But if you're the next layer up that is saying, I live paycheck to paycheck, but someone would look at you and see that you are indeed doing things or spending money that you're saying you don't have, they're not going to buy it. I have had people that owe me money for a very long time, and they still go on vacation and buy new cars and do things that are fun, and that you would think, well, if you have the discretionary funds, the fun money to do them, that makes a lot of sense. And I'll say one time to them, how in the world are you not paying me back my money, but you can take this expensive, extravagant trip? They have no excuse for it. They do not believe that their debt should prohibit them from doing the things they want to do. I hope you heard me on that, because I'm going to say it again. I know it's not a lot of fun to hear, but if you are spending money and you are ignoring your debt or increasing your debt while you're spending money on things that should only be done if you have fun money or discretionary funds, then that is why you're living paycheck to paycheck. So in my other videos, I've explained that what you do in order to connect to your money is on a daily basis. You know what you spend. So you take all your expenses, and that you add in groceries and all of those things, an estimate if you have to. And then for a month, your rent or mortgage, insurance, auto, gasoline, utilities, groceries, tuition, whatever, and you add it all up and divide by 30. And then you wake up every day and say, did I make that much money today? Do I have enough to cover this? If you don't, you need to look. I'm even suggesting now, if you're not doing it daily, you need to do it weekly. So weekly, you need to analyze not only what you need to spend the next week, but you need to look at what you spent that week. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. And that's why it feels that you're living from paycheck to paycheck. And I'm not saying that you aren't, but if you don't have that under control, that's going to be a problem. And then when you stop doing that, and I'm not going to say it's frivolous, because something that makes us feel good is important. But if after you do it, you have all this guilt and concern and a knot in your stomach because you did it, then that isn't for your peace of mind. That was a temporary fix for a long-term problem. So what we really want to do is we want to pay down debt, put some in savings, and cut down our expenses. So I'm going to say to you, and I think this is going to be our mantra. I know there are a lot of people who cleanse for the month of January or the month of February or March after the Christmas holiday. After the holidays, people feel anxious because they spent money on gifts and they did stuff. What I'm going to say to you, in the next 3 months, pick 1 month. Don't do any frivolous spending. See the amount of money build up in your checking account because you didn't go and you didn't get a Starbucks coffee every day, and you didn't go and eat out every day or do fast food every day. Pick a month. February has 29 days, so it's 1 less than April and 2 less than March. So pick February and cut out all that spending. You need to get a kind of a euphoric lift from not spending money. People get lift of spirits temporarily by spending money, even if it's money they don't have. But you will not believe the really conscious, wonderful peace of mind and soul when you could have spent money that you didn't have, throw it on a credit card, and then feel guilty later by actually stopping the process and not buying it. Don't do it. Take a month. I'm going to say, let's do a money cleanse. I want you to do a money cleanse, and I will do it with you. I will only do in the month of February what I need to do to make that work and try and get as much savings put away and a little bit of Christmas debt paid down, because I didn't spend a lot at Christmas, but I would like to get it paid off before the first quarter of the year is over. And I'm willing to do this with you. So what you have to do is you have to discipline yourself for a 4-week period where brain says spend, 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 and you don't do it. And you actually do a diary of your lack of spending. I know that people say, let's do a diary of my spending. Let's have a budget where you take every single one of your necessity items and you divide it up and see what it is daily. But then you do a cleanse where you actually stop spending money, especially money you don't have. So if you don't really have discretionary funds, stop pretending like you do. I know that's tough love, and it comes from a position of seeing this over and over again, but tough love for yourself means discipline. And people always go, I don't want to, life is too tough, can't stand what's going on, I need to do something for me. And they use the words, I deserve it. Well, of course you do. That doesn't matter. If you can't afford it, if you deserve it but can't afford it, you can't do it. Do a checkup from the neck up. Somebody started that saying, and I love it. I'm not taking credit for it, but I want you to do a checkup from the neck up for the next 4 weeks, or pick a month, and let's see how you're doing at the end of that 4 weeks and see how good you'll feel when you don't just go on Amazon and click a credit card and buy something when you didn't really need it. Life is for necessities right now if you are living paycheck to paycheck and you can't afford frivolous spending. So check up from the neck up. We do emotional things, neck down. Let's think about it and let's try it for a short period of time. And then we'll come back and figure out the next steps. Thank you. Like and subscribe. I'll see you soon.